For some reason, I feel a lot of pressure when I'm talking about these gallery series. And today, in particular, I feel a lot of pressure talking about the Your True Self series. Because in many ways, the Your True Self series is like at the heart of the ideas that I want to express through the cards and the empowerment that, by golly, even if it's a postcard, if it transmits that empowerment to any individual who sees them, I will have done my job. So I'm sitting here with a huge baggie of all of the Your True Self postcards I have made up to this point. God, there's like a few dozen in here that I've made just in the last 6 weeks or so, since all this crazy bananas postcard idea started. And look, here's one I made just today. Be wildly attractive, just being yourself. And man, if that isn't the essence of the Your True Self series, I don't know what is. This idea that we don't have to fake it anymore. We don't have to people please. We don't have to bend ourselves into unnatural pretzel shapes, trying to impress, trying to make ourselves nice and small and palatable for the boss, for the boyfriend, even sometimes for the kids, for the teachers, for the fellow parents. But rather, we can be exactly who we are, as long as we're being kind and respectful, of course, and actually yield far greater rewards than we ever dreamed possible, trying to be a cookie cutter version of ourselves. As a woman, I feel this pressure especially acutely, but one could say that men, of course, also feel the pressure to be in the man box. And any kind of box is just kind of the antithesis of what we're going for here. So, I do have some kind of smarmy cards in the Your True Self series, like nice girls never make the top 40 countdown, or sort of almost arrogant cards. I can always be a legend in my own mind. But I literally mean all of these literally, okay? Not many of us deep down have high self-esteem, right? We may know how to conduct ourselves in the world and carry ourselves with a certain air of confidence. But the Your True Self series is about, oh, here's a good example. I've worked hard to know what I want, okay? This idea of really looking within and digging deep day after day after day, instead of numbing yourself, which is what I have done for many years. Again, trying not to think about what we actually want or who we actually are, because wouldn't that be scary if the circumstances of our lives didn't support that? Well, guess what? You're just gonna have to change a few things around now, won't you? Here's one of my faves, starring the incomparable 80s model Susan Miner, sitting smoking a butt. I don't even think she was on duty when that picture was taken, or maybe she was. Explaining myself is too much work. Just judge me, okay? This also speaks to the gestalt of the Your True Self series, which is, if you don't like it, neighbor, friend, teacher, administrator, parole officer, JK, you have to please your parole officer. Don't not make friends with your parole officer. Then buzz off. If someone doesn't like you, if someone is just going to judge you, buzz off. And don't explain yourself. 48 Laws of Power. Crossover there. There's also just some cheeky ones here. Here's one I love. I'm like the best kind of obscene phone call. Some are sexual, of course. But a lot of them, here's a newer one I did. I kind of have to redo this because there's a lot of wrinkles. I'm giving myself the benefit of no doubts. Some of them are just empowered, plain and simple. That's where I want to be. That's where I want you to be. Get out of here and be your true self. Now buzz off.